It's a Folksville show with your special hosts, Paper Sparrows. Yay! It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time for Paper Sparrows on the Folksville show tonight. It's time to put on makeup. It's time to dress up right. It's time to raise the curtain on the Folksville show tonight. Why do we always come here? I guess we'll never know. It's like a kind of torture to have to watch the show. Now let's get things started. Why don't we get things started? It's time to get things started on the most sensational, inspirational, celebrational, international. This is what we call the Folksville Show.
Hello and welcome to a very special lockdown edition of Folksville. My name's David Hershaw. This is Mr. Folksville himself, Russ Fairbairn, and hiding behind the scenes is the most important man of all, the person keeping this working from a technical point of view, Mr. Colin Morris. So let's insert a nice photo of Colin looking happy towards the camera for the folks at home. We are Paper Sparrows, the house band for Folksville. Ross, do you want to tell the people at home who are maybe not familiar with Folksville what it is and what the history of the club is?
Yeah, Folksville, well, we started about 5 years ago at the iconic bar, Waverley Bar in St Mary Street in Edinburgh. Myself and Arpita and our old band, Prairie Rose and the Wildwoods, we set it up as a one-off, and here we are, well, more than 5 years later, actually. It's a chance for emerging artists and unemerging artists to, take the floor to an appreciative audience. It's kind of a great place for new and original material and dad jokes. But yeah, no, it's been fantastic, and it's where I met you.
Yep, and I remember that very first Folksville that I played. I think it was Valentine's Day. I took Tasha along on a date to Folksville. We showed up at the time it said on the poster. We were the only ones there for the first 2 hours. So it's a great relief that hopefully tonight that we're starting on time. So who have we got coming up on the show tonight, Ross?
Well, tonight we have Amy Hill, Paper Sparrows, William Hershaw, Big Russ Wilkins and Lightnin Holling, Old Bill and the Intertones, Tastik, and...
Yeah, at the end of the show tonight, all the acts that Ross just mentioned are going to join together with ourselves for a big sing-along. And that brings us nicely to tonight's donation bucket. Regulars at Folksville will be familiar with the bucket that Ross is holding up just now. We usually pass that round and then split all the cash amongst the acts that play when we're in the Waverley. Tonight we're going to do the same thing but with Bandcamp. So you can find a link in the description to this video. That will take you to Bandcamp, and there you can download the closing song tonight featuring all the artists, the big sing-along. You can download that and donate as much or as little as you can or you would like to. If you just want to enjoy tonight for free, that is totally fine as well. So without further ado, let's get started with the music and have our first act of the evening, Amy Hill.
I'm not grieving, I'm just feeling 50 shades of blue. I'm sorry, sir, what were the words that I just said out loud to you? What's her name and what's her number? Throw the rope, I'm going under. Smile and let him off the hook, the fastest way out of the room. The girl he wants to marry, shame he didn't ask. Past the water boys, it looks like he has found the words at last. Well, My clock ticks, but yours does not. You don't know how it feels. And it's still something better than nothing. It's still something better than nothing. It's still something better than nothing. But dream lover, where have you gone? Dream lover, where have you gone? You know it feels like I've searched for you for so long. Spent my day walking the Malecon. I saw 15 dream lovers, and not one the one. Well, if I'm so special, why did you just take me for a ride? You know my patience left the building at 10 o'clock last night. I couldn't get to sleep, so I put Dylan on repeat. And now his visions of Joanna are my visions of Havana. Well, my clock ticks, but yours does not. You don't know how it feels. And it's still something better than nothing. It's still something better than nothing. It's still something better than nothing. But dream lover, where have you gone? Dream lover, where have you gone? You know it feels like I've searched for you for so long. Spent my day walking the Malecon. I saw 15 dream lovers, but not one the one. I saw 15 dream lovers, and not one the one. Counted 15 dream lovers, but not one the one.
So that was Dream Lover by Amy Hill, and I'm delighted to say we're joined by Amy now. Hi, Amy.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Amy. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you. Thanks for having me.
No, it's a pleasure to have you back. You're one of our favourites. Odd times just now. What have you been up to?
Well, so I had a gig a couple of nights ago as well for the Pitt Street Market, which is obviously unable to run at the moment. So they did a sort of live Facebook stream thing. And other than that, I've been hoping to record I've got one EP released, but I'm hoping to record something new. So I've just been trying to hone down what would be on that and get ideas together and trying to also write. But it's hard to write at the moment. It's not too much stimulation. So, but yeah, plugging away.
It's great to have you back at Folksville. You got any memories of your first Folksville? I can't remember when we had you on first. Good few years ago.
Well, I was trying to think about that. So it was actually, I think Folksville was one of the first gigs I ever did after I moved to Edinburgh. So it was I think it was September 2018. But I just remember it being such a welcoming atmosphere and just exactly what I was kind of looking for, because I was sort of hoping to meet a couple of people interested in folk music and just play a sort of, my favourite types of gigs are those relaxed atmospheres, but still you've got like an attentive audience, which is just the best for me. And yeah, I try and get myself to every single Folksville night, even if I'm not playing. And yeah, the quality of music is just amazing. So yeah, it's been really great sort of platform for me since I moved to Edinburgh.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, you've been really supportive, and I think you've been kind of one of the reasons, the kind of founding reason that we set up Folksville, to get people like you in and have folk coming back and all kind of, bumping ideas off each other and playing with each other. And you've certainly fast become a Folksville favourite. And the song you just played is one of my favourites. It's superb.
Oh, thank you.
And of course, we had you at the Christmas shows, which are kind of becoming a bit of a annual spectacle for us.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That was actually the last thing we had of Folksville was back at Christmas, I think.
That was a great night. I mean, I actually have an even stronger memory from not this year's Christmas Folksville, but the year before when I played with Cameron, my fiddle playing bandmate who sometimes comes along. But I just remember before we went on stage, he has this rule where he's only allowed to have 1 3/4 pints before playing. Otherwise, it will just completely deteriorate. It's like the perfect amount to ease the nerves. And I remember before we played, I can't remember what happened, but he had 2 pints, which was just over the limit. And halfway through the set, we were playing this song, Eastern Shores, which has this crazy reel in it. And halfway through, I could just see his face like starting to crumble. And he managed it pretty well. But it's a really strong memory for me of just like it was very, very merry, and it was very funny. But we managed to hold it together. I think I'm not sure if the audience noticed, but inside we were falling apart. But so but yeah, it's always good laugh, and yeah, I like the format at Christmas as well. How we have so many people and everybody brings along their own wee something. So yeah, that's always really nice. But
Ross, can you remember ever performing on only 1 3/4 pints?
Well, I was going to say my bandmates probably have a similar rule for me, which I break almost every time. Speaking of which, but so you were saying you're recording stuff. Have you got what are your musical plans, or what do you want to do as soon as we kind of get back to some sort of normality?
Well, yeah, I've got a few songs that I've been playing about with for a couple of years, so yeah, it would be really good to get them sort of pinned down. So I've been recording a few demos of them, which then hopefully I'll get into a recording studio once things easing off a bit. But it's actually been really nice to have that time to consolidate things that you've kind of been rattling away with for a long time. But yeah, also just trying to find the time to be creative as well, because I find that for me, I really need to set the time aside quite strictly. So now is the time to do that as well. And hopefully then that'll mean I've got some new stuff to play around with when gigs get back up and running. But yeah. It's been great to do these online gigs. I think work really well, and it's really nice way of giving musicians a platform for sharing their music. At the moment, which is great.
Superb.
Good stuff. What I'd like to say to everybody is please do donate to the link. All the money that is raised through that will go to the performers. We won't be keeping any of that, and we'll just split it evenly throughout. So if you've enjoyed hearing Amy's songs and hearing some more of the wonderful music we've got coming up, please give generously to that. And thank you, Amy, for joining us.
Thanks so much. Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, it was great to see Amy again. Absolutely love that tune. So, Dave, who have we got coming up next?
It's us, I'm afraid. So it's Paper Sparrows up next, and we're going to be doing a song off the new album, the debut album of Paper Sparrows that we're hoping to record in summer. We were intending on recording that in April, but things kind of got ahead of us there. So if you are interested in finding more about Paper Sparrows, the band, we're on Bandcamp. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Anywhere else, Ross, that people can find us?
You can find us on YouTube as well. We've got quite a few videos, which again, Colin has been instrumental in making, pulling together. So you can find us there too.
And on Mumsnet, CFAX, and on Bite Size.
Packet of cornflakes as well, I think.
Anyway, let's get going. This is a little song called "Find Our Way Home."
Give me some hope. There's still half a chance. time and losing the light. Attest to my mind that we still might find our way home. Just let me speak to the thoughts in my head. If they could just let me breathe, but they tug on my sleeve. They pull somewhere else while I fight with myself to give in. To all my good friends, may your hearts remain willing. And oh, for a song we all could be singing to carry us home in the dark. To my mind that we still might find a way home. We'll find our way home.
Hi everybody at Folksville, and I hope you're all safe and fine. This is Willie Hershaw here, and I'm in my garage in Lochgelly, where I regularly beat members of the Paper Sparrows at pool, and I'm going to sing a song called A Lead Cod Love. Make your lead, come for the heart. It's no your creed, it's no your art. You're the to take the part, to make your lead be love. Hear the future ring to us, hear the future sing to us, spear the future, bring to us a lead for all mankind, lead God love. I've heard it all 100 times, Michael screamed it, lang, lang syne. Did he let your future dwine? Let your lead be love. Hear the future ring to us, spear the future bring to us, see the future bring to us a lead for all mankind, a lead God love. naturally be love. Mark your lead, come feather hurt. It's no your creed, it's no your earth. You're the aim, so take your part to mark your lead be love. Mark your lead be love. Mark your lead be love. The lead God love.
Superb again from my old pal Wally, the Fife Bard. Shares a surname with somebody in the room. David.
Yeah, I've got no idea who that man is, but he's good. No, that is my dad, who has been a kind of Folksville regular now for the last 2 or 3 years, and always goes down a storm with the audience. And it's great to hear that song, Lead Called Love. I remember hearing that when I was about 6 years old, when my dad first wrote it. I think at the Christmas Folksville this year, he brought it back. It was the first time I'd heard it in years, and it brought the house down. So fantastic to hear that song kind of brought back to life by my dad. And I think it's been sung in St Paul's Cathedral by a choir, a Beef High School choir down in London. So there's a bit of fun Folksville fact for you there. Who have we got coming up next, Ross?
Up next, after this short advert, we have Big Russ, Wilkins and Lightnin Holling. Easy for
Well
me
done.
to say.
Only the crumbliest, flakiest chocolate tastes like chocolate never tasted before.
Well, that was a great video there from Russ and Saskia. If you want to find out any more about them, look in the description below. They come from rock and roll royalty. A lot of the Medway sect bands. You can check out the Wildebeests. Also, Saskia is in a new band called The Nettles. They have a new album coming out. Lord Rochester. God, you could go on forever. I'm sure you'll find a lot on their Facebook and whatnot. Just before we go on, just to remind you, if you wish to donate, you can do so. Again, in the description below. Go to the Paper Sparrows Bandcamp and download the Folksville Lockdown album for as much or as little as you want, and we shall spread that money between everyone who's played tonight. Right, coming up next is, well, how would you describe this next act, Dave?
He's impossible to describe, but he is probably my favourite all-time Folksville act. I remember my very first Folksville that I was performing as a solo artist. You came up to me and said, "We'll get you on in a second, but I'm going to go up and do just a short song with my friend." And then maybe 20 minutes later, you and this creature called Old Bill were still on the stage. Not a word of English had been spoken. It had all been in German, a version of I'm Falling in Love Again in German. And a stunned, mesmerised audience were left staring at the stage. And I kind of popped over and said, "Ross, do you mind giving them 5 minutes before I have to perform?" But he's been back ever since, and always been one of my favourites. He's always amazing, part performance artist, part endurance test, Old Bill.
Yeah.
You wonder if one day that I say that I care. If I say I love you madly, you'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string. Love is just like a merry-go-round, with all the fun of the fair. One day you're failing down on the ground, then you're up in the air. Am I leading you on? Tomorrow will I begin. You wonder if one day that I say that I care. If I say I love you madly, you'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string. You may win on the roundabout, then you'll lose on the swings. In or out, there is never a doubt, just who's pulling the strings. You're all tied up to me, but where's it leading? Let's see. You wonder if one day that I say that I care. If I say I love you madly, you'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string. You wonder if one day that I say that I care. If I say I love you madly, you'll gladly be there like a puppet on a string. Like a puppet on a string.
All right, next up is a Folksville favourite, Folksvillian. He's one of the guys from the very start of Folksville. Just dialing him in from where is he, Dave?
I've got no idea. I think he's in some kind of underworld.
It might take a while to get through. Hello, Van. How are you doing?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Not bad. We've dialed you in from. Where are you?
The Nederlands.
What are you doing over there?
I am working as a barman. Well, not right now, but I've been here for the past 2 years.
Have you been recording anything?
No, not really. Well, I like live songs, I guess, actually. Videos, because I have an album coming up. So, but the album's already recorded and it's been done for a while, and I just sort of need to actually wrap my head around when I want to release it, and most importantly, like who with.
What are you going to play for us tonight, Chris?
What I'm going to play is called Ain't No Man With Money. Whew, I remembered the name of my own song. Score. And it's about just that, you know. When I moved here, like, I started a job in hospitality, which I hadn't worked in for a few years, it was a, you know, sort of a minimum wage gig, and you know, not making much money and not having much money to spend or to do anything with. Wasn't getting many gigs because I just moved here, and so Ain't No Man With Money seemed like a reasonable theme for a song. So yeah, that's what I did, and I wanted it to be, I was listening to a lot of hill country blues at the time, so I had a lot of sort of Model T Ford and Junior Kimbrough and R.L. Burnside inspirations go into that song, and it's got like that sort of thumpy, almost funky like vibe to it.
So Van, if people want to find out more about you and check out your music online, where's the best place to find you?
So I've got Spotify, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, YouTube, and Instagram. And subscribe to all of those channels because I need help on them algorithms, y'all.
Sounds good.
Yeah, do that, everybody. Do that. Chris, Van, it's been amazing seeing you again, and the poster behind you was the last time we saw you in person, so hopefully we'll get you back on your tour. But you've got a live song to do for us now, so away and get changed. Good to see you, man.
See you later.
This one's called Ain't No Man With Money.
no. No, 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 no. Hey, if I do, you make me happy. You make me happy, yeah. You make me happy. What you mean to me, yeah. Fancy clothes, all fancy rings. Lord, I ain't got no money. Been handed down all of my things. Lord, 'cause I ain't got no money. Well, look at my friends. Look at my family. Lord, we ain't got no money. Want their faces too tired to see. Lord, I don't need no money. And he said, no, 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 no. You don't need no money, son. No, 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 no. Hey, you don't need no money, though. I said, oh, no, you don't know what I've been through. Take my hand and now I will show you. Come with me, Lord, you will see your place with no money. How we don't need no money. Happiness is free. Lord, you don't need no money. And he said, yeah, 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 yeah. How you don't need no money, that much is true, son. Oh, no, no, no. You don't need no money, that just come with you. You don't need money to make you happy. You don't need no money.
The amazing band Tastik there, great to have him back. Certainly the loudest performer we've ever had on the Waverley stage. Fantastic to catch up with him again. So if you're enjoying the show tonight, please continue to like, comment, share this video with your friends. Hopefully it's brought you some entertainment in these strange times. And Ross, have you still got your magic bucket there?
I do indeed. This actually stretches back way to the start, so it's been with us all this time. Again, if you want to donate to any of the artists tonight, all you have to do is follow the link in the description below, and it'll take you to the Paper Sparrows Bandcamp, where you can download the song from the Folksville Lockdown Show album. Just like so. So we come to the end of the show. It's been absolutely fantastic. It's been great working again together with David and Colin. I've missed them greatly. It's been good when we can play together in the future. But I'd just like to thank everyone who's contributed tonight. all the active played, and a big special thanks to someone who, without whom this all couldn't have been pieced together, Colin Morris. Are you there?
Hello. Yeah, it's looking good, fellas. Yeah, looks good. Nice one.
Okay.
So yeah, we've come up to our last song of the night. David will tell you a little bit more about that in a second, but I'd just like to extend a Folksville thanks to all the NHS staff and all the key workers. Without them, God knows where we would have been. So they've done a fantastic job. And I'll finish by saying, everybody to stay safe and be kind. And thank you very much again for tuning in. Dave?
Yeah, so we're going to leave you with this next song, Make Me Down a Pallet, which, as Ross said, is available for download on our Bandcamp. And folks will return in one format or another, either on your screens or back in the Waverley Bar before too long. So we really look forward to seeing you all then. And I hope you enjoy this last song. Good night.
Good night.
Make me down a pallet on your floor. Make me down a pallet on your floor. Make me down a pallet soft and low. When I'm broke I got nowhere to go.
I'm hanging round with a good time friend of mine. Been hanging round with a good time friend of mine. Oh, they treat me very nice and kind. When I've got $1 and a dime.
Wearing blues are everywhere I see. Wearing blues are everywhere I see. Wearing blues, honey, everywhere I see. No one ever had the blues like me.
Way I'm sleeping, my back and shoulders tired. Way I'm sleeping, my back and shoulders tired. Come tomorrow, I'll be satisfied if I can catch that fast train and ride.